I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
That's Sparky.
And Salty.
So I was sick, y'all. Sickly. I had a rough night last night. Told Sori. She went and made me this soup. Now I feel better.
Good old Meme's recipe.
It's important. It's important. It's a good woman right here. You're a good woman. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is Porcupine Tree. Dark Matter. We did Porcupine Tree like way back.
Yeah.
And you were not a fan of the song that we did.
Every time that happens. Go ahead.
All the Porcupine Tree fans are like, that was a terrible song! Halo.
Yep.
So, we agreed with them. It was a terrible song. But here we go. Dark Matter, Porcupine Tree.
Okay. Ready?
I have a cold, so, I mean, I don't know if you're going to edit out all the sneezing, but forgive all. Only old school people know that.
Right. All right. And we're up. Go.
Inside the vehicle, the cold is extreme. Smoke in my throat kicks me out of my dream. I try to relax, but it's warmer outside. I fail to connect, it's a tragic divide. This has become a full-time career. To die young would take only 21 years. Gun down a school or blow up a car. The media circus will make you a star. Crushed like a rose in the river flows.
Sounds like Pink Floyd. This part.
I hard as the silence it breaks. Most things decay in a matter of days. The product is sold, the memory fades. Crush like rose in the river flow.
You've just had a heavy session of electroshock therapy, and you're more relaxed than you've been in weeks. All those childhood traumas magically wiped away. along with most of your personality.
What the heck? Okay.
All right. Definitely see some Pink Floyd
Yeah.
influence.
Yep. Who came first? Pink Floyd, obviously. That was a stupid question. I actually know the answer to that one. I'm so happy I'm understanding some stuff about music. Yeah, I definitely saw some Pink Floyd influence, for sure.
Yeah, for all. In the you know.
It was nice, though. I liked
Just
it.
like a rose, I am the river flow.
The chill way the music was.
Yeah.
I thought the first part, it almost seemed like there was two parts to it. Like, part A, I mean, I don't know completely. I know verse 2, I was like, yo. I don't really know what verse 1 was about. But just the sound of the music, it sounded like it would be fun to slow dance to, I thought.
Yeah.
But I feel like the topic is going to change that feeling. What is he talking about? Inside the vehicle, the cold is extreme. Smoke in my throat kicks me out of my dream. I try to relax, but it's warmer outside. I fail to connect. It's a tragic divide. I can't even...
Maybe it's about how media is technology is dividing us from nature. This has become a
Smoke in
full-time
my throat?
career. To die young would only take 21 years. Gun down to school or blow up a car, the media circus will make you a star.
Yeah. That's terrible. It's true, though.
So, dark matter flowing out onto a tape. It's only as loud as the silence it breaks. It's just noise.
Yeah.
Most things decay in a matter of days. The product is sold, the memory fades.
It showed a picture of a cassette tape. Do you think that's what they were going for? Dark matter flowing out onto a tape.
What do you mean
Black.
in the video?
You remember in the cassette tapes it was a black line. Is only as loud as the silence it breaks. I thought that was cool because sometimes you can have like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it wrong, but like you can have something be very, very loud, but you don't hear it because it doesn't break that silence that's inside your, like, you know, when you're kind of like zoned out onto something and you're like thinking about something and you're so deep in thought, really doesn't matter how loud everything gets around you because you literally can't hear it. But it's only as loud as the silence it breaks. Like, can it speak through that or not?
Well, no, you're probably right. I mean, most things decay in a matter of days. It's kind of like they're putting this art out onto music, and then it's sold. The product is sold. The memory fades. It's like,
Not just that, like everything. Like, you remember that stupid toy Tickle Me Elmo?
Uh-huh.
And like that thing came out, and I remember like my family, nobody cared about that, but like I remember hearing about this stupid Tickle Me Elmo so much over and over and over, and then I remember some woman died because of it, because there was a friggin' fight over this stupid toy. Like, I can't even see a Tickle Me Elmo now. Like, once in a while you see it in some old bin of toys, and I'm like, friggin' that thing cost somebody their fucking life. That's nuts. But that's, you know what I mean? Like, product is sold, the memory fade. Most people don't even remember Tickle Me Elmo until I just said it.
Right.
You know?
Most things decay in a matter of days.
It was so important to people, but then the memory fade, it's gone.
Yeah.
Crushed like a rose in the river flow, I know. Because everything's just moving, and then you forget about everything. Is that basically what he's trying to communicate? Verse 1 still makes no sense to me, though. Like, what's the smoke that, like, inside the vehicle? I think you're right. Like, the technology separates us from, whoops. I got company coming soon. They're calling. Technology separates us from the world around us, like the literal Earth world, you know, and people around us. So
it's warmer outside.
Yeah, but he's stuck inside this freaking car.
It's very, very cold.
Yeah.
He's got the air conditioner on. Because it's warm outside. Inside his car, it's cold.
Yeah. Inside the vehicle, the cold is extreme.
Yeah.
Smoke in my throat.
Keeps me out of the dream. Why are you still stuck on the smoke?
What is this smoke? Is he smoking? And that's what's in his throat, and it kicks him out of what dream? He was asleep and smoking, it woke him up? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, he just talked about electroshock therapy at the end of the song. You know? I think this guy's an abstract lyricist, but it seems to me to just be about how technology separates people from nature and themselves and art. Mm-hmm. And the dark matter is you know, the dark matter, like dark subjects are flowing out onto a tape. So that's music.
Yep.
And then, are you done talking to the person while I'm doing my
I'm
expert
sorry,
analysis?
I can hear you. You said dark matter is on tape.
And then dark matter is on TV, right? Because gun down a school or blow up a car.
Yeah.
Circuit. So there's dark matter being put out there, but like it's a product. You know, it's a full-time career.
Well, what do people usually say dark matter? Isn't that usually something else?
Well, it's like a dark matter is.
If it was on a Gojira song, what would it be?
Well, right, Well, if it was on a Gojira song, it would be like literally what dark matter is.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
It's like this. It's this thing that scientists can't identify that's keeping the universe together.
No wonder I couldn't define it.
That's the best thing I
It's
can.
undefined at this
Yeah,
point.
I think our scientist friends will help us.
Okay.
But I think the term dark matter here is like a double entendre, because in verse 2, it's like, you know, the shit that you see on TV, you know, like blowing up cars or gunning down a school. It's a
Yeah.
media circus. So like there's dark matter on TV, and
Yeah.
then it gets kind of trivialized because you know, it's like a reality TV show. Or verse 3, it's the artist is putting all this shit out there, and it's just like
Yep. You know, like when we'll take our walk at night, and it's like we don't play with our phones or anything. We just walk and talk and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a healthy feeling, you know, to get away from all of that, you know. For me, anyways. I don't want to speak for you, but for me, like, it feels good to just have, like, just go, you know, and just experience the earth and experience each other and stuff like that. I think everybody should do that.
all those childhood traumas magically wiped away along with most of your personality. You know, we had this conversation a week ago.
Hella people.
You know, like, but it's seriously like sometimes that's a trade-off. And that's kind of like, there's a lot of dark matter in the world that you have to deal with. And like, you gotta...
Oh, I forgot what you were talking about. I remember the conversation now. Yeah.
You gotta figure out,
Yeah.
like, okay, are you gonna deal with the dark matter, or are you gonna get it, you know, flush it away along with your personality? Because unfortunately, a lot of your personality is constructed in the midst of all the dark shit that you had to go through in your life.
Exactly. Right.
So,
right.
you can get rid of them if you want, you know, but like, those are the things that made you who you are. So, yeah, the song, I don't know. I feel like only Pink Floyd can do Pink Floyd.
I enjoyed it. I'm giving it
I
an
didn't like the
8.5.
song. I
You
didn't like the song at all.
I did.
I didn't like the song.
I thought it was very enjoyable.
Oh.
No, it was no Pink Floyd. It didn't take me on a trip like Pink Floyd does, but I still felt relaxed. You know, I was like listening, and you know what? The sounds at one point that the guitar was just putting out, just was clean, and it just like was going up, and I really, really got into that. And then at the beginning, like I said, like the way that the music was going, I thought, oh, this would be so nice to just slow dance to some night with Vin.
We will not slow dance to this one.
Why?
I mean, I'll just lay down in my bed. And
Why would you
slow
do
dance.
such a thing?
This song that puts me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm sick.
I think so.
I don't feel very good.
Well, some night I'm gonna just, like, a long time from now, I'm just gonna put on the instrumental of this, and I'll be like, just muckle onto you, and then if you're
Muckle.
like, yeah,
What a terrible word.
muckle.
Oh,
Okay,
gosh,
I'll just hold you
sick.
gently. I know, I'm sorry. I'll hold
Crushed
you
like
gently.
a rose in the river flow. I know.
Yeah, like everybody's getting crushed like that. I know. I'm getting. The person knows that it's happening, but it's almost
That what's happening?
that they're getting crushed.
The
like
river
a
of
rose.
circumstance.
The river flow of everything around them, the dark matter, the noise, the busyness, the stupidity of making a celebrity out of friggin' somebody that shoots up a fucking school. Like, you know, their name gets blasted everywhere, all of a sudden that's the, you know what I mean? Like, there's
it's not-
people's
it's not-
names that I know.
It's not stupidity. We don't make those people celebrities because it's stupid.
No, I'm saying it's stupid that their name gets blasted all over the place, and then
It's unfair, but I don't think it's stupid. Well, I guess define what stupid means in your world.
What I mean is, there's people that specifically say, and I can't tell you which one it was, I just remember I was watching that documentary, and the person was saying that was part of the reason why they did some terrible event, was because they knew their name was going to go all over the place.
Well, yeah, I know that, but that's not stupid. I mean, it's evil and fucked up, but it's not stupid. It makes perfect sense. Look,
Oh, well, I don't mean stupid like it doesn't make any
the
sense.
reason that we have famous people is because there's a certain segment of our society that does incredible shit that a regular person can't do. And that's the definition of a celebrity,
Yeah.
right? And so, like, normal people can't shoot up a school or blow up a car.
What, because their heart tells them it's wrong?
Yeah, because, you know, from our perspective, God has wired basic societal underpinnings so that people like that become famous. And the reason they become famous is because they do evil shit. But, I mean, think about, you know, like, this whole, like, oh, we're like, centering the shooter and not the victims, which is tragic. But at the same time, it's like, give me 10 names of survivors of the Holocaust, or give me 10 names of victims of Mussolini or Stalin or Pol Pot. We've always done that with evil, fucked up people.
Yeah, it's true.
In the world, you either have to be exceptionally exceptional at doing something good, or exceptionally exceptional at doing something evil. And those are the people that become celebrities. And it's a strange thing, like, where it's like, if the person shoots up a school, it's like, oh, we don't want to make them a celebrity, but we all know about Hitler. Well, it's the same shit.
Yeah, it's just
You know,
sad
like-
because it's like that's like part of the fear, you know, when people have loved ones that pass away, like there's this fear that like you don't want them to be forgotten, like because they were such an important person, like you want them to be remembered forever. Because when we're just thinking on this life, and if you don't have an understanding of a future
Right.
life,
I had an aunt that died in 9/11.
right.
And all people know is Muhammad Atta, maybe, or Bin Laden,
Right.
you know. And then, you know, but I think that's appropriate because it's like we need to know who these people are so that we can learn from history.
Yeah, but I guess I think about like the school shootings and stuff, and if my, you know, if our daughter died in a school shooting, like, and then her name just got forgotten, like that would be.
Allah knows her name, though.
I know, yeah, that's true.
Why is that not enough?
I don't know, because
God knows who my aunt was. He was there with her when she died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but see, that's like the contradiction. Like, on the one hand, we complain that these people become celebrities, but then like we want the people, the victims, to become celebrities. Like, why isn't the fact that they were loved and known by the people that loved and knew them enough? Why do they have to be? Why do they have to be known by millions of people who never knew who they were?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, but you remember that little movie that we went to see with the kids? Oh, I don't know if it was a Rico or something like that. It was like some movie where like once your family like forgot about you, like you just disappeared.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's kind of like maybe people worry about that. I don't know, like that.
I just think that
we're not going to last forever, so the more
just-
people that know, I don't know.
Yeah, no, just in a celebrity culture. And
Yeah.
so, like, you know, Bin Laden, I would much rather people know who Bin Laden is and what created Bin Laden than
So
know
we
who
don't
my
repeat
aunt
it.
and know who my aunt is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, no, I totally
because-
see what you're saying. As far as that goes, I would agree that, you know, you have to know who your enemies are so that way, or what went wrong, so
Well,
we
you
don't
have to
repeat
know
things.
it's human nature. You know, Bin Laden isn't my enemy. Bin Laden is all of us given the right circumstances. It only takes 2 or 3 circumstances to create a Bin Laden, or create a person who blows up or shoots up a school. I know who my aunt was. I know who, you know, I know who my cousin is. I know, you know, he lost his mom. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need my aunt memorialized by America for her to be more or less valuable. But like that's how we are. Like we equate. This is how far gone we are in the Western world. We equate being put on the news and in front of millions of people with some sort of value statement. So now, you know, it's like, oh, Bin Laden is valued more than my mother. Well, it's not that he's valued more than my mother. It's just that society has way more to learn from Bin Laden than my aunt.
Oh, I see.
She was important to us,
Right.
and that's good enough for me. But Bin Laden has something to say about all of us.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I don't think I'm like you. I
Well, yeah, most people aren't like me. Most people, you know.
buy a bench with your face on it or something.
Yeah, which of course is a very ironic thing to say for our given career path.
What do you mean?
where I'm talking about celebrity and instant celebrity and things like that, and,
Oh,
and
and
where
thousands
we've got
of people
4
know
million
us.
views on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's easy for us to say 4 million people have watched us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but interesting enough, I don't put any value in that.
well, that's my point.
I know you don't, but are you surprised that I don't?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm
Because
surprised
and
that you
I think
don't.
I think if people were in our shoes, like they would realize how nebulous this whole celebrity.
The only thing that I
culture
do
is.
put value in, though, is when people will send us a message and say, like, I'm
Yeah.
rethinking my Christianity because of you guys.
Yeah, or rethinking
I want to read the
my
Bible.
theism,
I want to, rethink, just anything.
Big homie Brian just sent us a message, said that, we were, or Luthien just sent us a pretty heavy, crazy email that I'm like thinking through as far as how we're gonna, position that. So, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think, I get it, but anyway. But there was always a strange criticism to me, like, we're centering the murderer and not the victims, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I mean, I totally see what you're saying. I still don't like it, but...
Yeah. Anyway. What do you give the song?
I already said 8.5. You really didn't like it, huh?
4.
What?
Give it a 4.
I enjoyed it. I'm giving it definitely an 8.5. I was debating between an 8 and a 9, actually.
I'm still under the influence of my medicine, so I want to
Yeah.
give it a 2. But I'm doing like a 2-point buffer because
I don't... Yeah, he would have maybe given it a 6 if
I'm
he wasn't
medicated.
feeling ill.
Probably would have given it a 1.
Stop! No way. I can't believe you can think of... The way that those sounds are coming through...
Are you ever gonna listen to this song again?
Yeah.
Okay, just not around me. Then out.
Sorry, out.
Gone.